So in the last week or so, a lot of people are getting letters from Revenue stating that they owe tax. And I'm just going to explain what's going on there because my DMs are just going nuts. I don't have an example of these letters, but basically they're just saying that you owe X amount. Some of them are up to like €1,300 and they're telling you to complete your income tax return. They're sending this letter out to you because you owe tax from a prior year, and this is more than likely to do with the year 2020 and 2021. So chances are it's related more than likely to 2020 because a lot of people were put on the PUP, and the other thing was the temporary wage subsidy scheme, which a lot of employers were on but didn't tell their employees. And when your employer was claiming this wage subsidy, Revenue weren't collecting tax for those employees, and if your employer didn't tell you about it, you're getting a letter now and you're surprised. Now, this liability could be to do with 4 years ago as well, 2018 or 2019 and so on, because you have up until December this year to complete your income tax return for 2018. But more than likely it's to do with the PUP. If you remember being on it, or you know that your employer was on the TWSS, then likely it's because you owe tax for those. So the good news is Revenue will not come knocking on your door for this tax. Don't panic. What they do is Revenue collect tax of any liability that an employee owes over 4 years. So for example, the 2020 PUP, the tax that's owed on that, it's already been collected over the year 2022 to 2025 and so on. That is Revenue's default way of collecting tax, but my advice is to try and reduce it as much as you can. If you've never done your income tax return before, go back to 2018 and do the last 4 years, 2018 to 2021, because you never know, you might have a couple of medical expenses there that you should have claimed. You flat rate expenses, check out if you can claim any of those. Your goal here is to try and reduce that liability if you can. You should be logging in and checking out your income tax return either way, because some people log in who've never done it before, and before they even start doing the steps, they realise they're owed a refund of up to €1,000. It's crazy. So you won't know until you go in and check it out. So that would be my tip. Look, nobody's happy to pay tax, but if you understand why you owe it, because a lot of social welfare payments are taxable, you may not know that. My advice would be to go and try and clear some of it if you can. If you're in a position to clear some of it, I highly recommend doing that because it's not going to affect your pay then going forward. So you can log in to your My Account on Revenue, and you can actually pay a lump sum if you want through your My Account. I hope that helps shed some light on anyone who's getting those letters, and if you can comment below on any questions that you have or pop me a DM, I'll be happy to help.